I first arrived here, I was blown away by how much I had to learn.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Just making sure everything is working on the live stream. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Just making sure everything. Okay, Empire Build Academy Fabian jumping in. We've got what, 23 minutes to go until the live stream. So I'm just going to make sure again that everything is working well. So you may hear my sound in the background repeating as I test it. Okay, Empire Build Academy Fabian jumping in. We've got what? Okay, so it all sounds good from the sound side of things on the stream. Do let me know actually in the comments if you are having any personal issues with the stream. Do let me know before we get this started. Ideally, in an ideal world, I will jump straight into the stream that I'm doing today as a spectator, and it will all load up straight away at 2 o'clock. That is the plan. But of course, I've had a few issues in the past with that happening. If you haven't downloaded Evony before, then you can do that with the pinned message on Android and iOS by clicking on the relevant link. And it would be amazing if you can all support the channel by just giving a like to this stream. It'll share it in the algorithms to let other people know that the stream exists as well. So that would be amazing if you could do that. And yeah, like I say, we will get underway in just over 15 minutes. Okay, everyone, let's do the final checks and then actually jump into this with 15 minutes to go. I am in the office today, so you may hear some things in the background, but hopefully not too much interruption. Okay, everyone. Oh, that's good. Okay, so the sound sounds good. Again, if you are watching, if you are having any issues, do let me know in the chat. Okay, 14th season of the Battle of Chalons. So let's go over to the game now. Just have a quick look at who is taking part today. I think that's very important to see. So if we go into the Battle of Chalons on your Evony game, you can do this, of course, yourself. Go into the top charts. This is the Brilliant Star server, Brilliant Star continent, sorry. And that is servers 1282 to 1662. And these are the ones that have qualified. It's the top 64 that have made it through. You can see the alliance that I was in is in 226. So not much luck for us on this time, although we never really do that well on Battle of Chalons. Do let me know in the comments if you are taking part today. That would also be very interesting to see who is actually involved and how well you guys get on. So let's have a look at what we've got in the other ones. Heart of Galaxy. This is continent number 6. And if we go all the way to the top there, we can see RP Joe, the average Joes. They are top, although there's a lot of quite close scores in there as well. So that is something to keep an eye on. That could be quite a tough battle in the C6 server. I'm just going to scroll all the way down to the top 64. And then we will know who has qualified. House of Horrors, you can see them. They are in 64th place from server 1711. Let's go now from the top. Lord of Domination is what we're having a look at now. This is where you'll see some really serious scores because there will be some serious power in these alliances, in these servers. 350, Alliance 350. Not sure personally how good they are. They could be the favourites. I'm not sure. Do let me know again in the comments if you know who is expected to win from each of the continents. And let's have a look at the top 64 again. And you will notice, actually, the scores are all over the 4 millions in here. When we went to the Heart of Galaxy C6 continent, they were all down in the 3 million. So you can see the difference, which you would expect, of course, on this as well. Let's go to the next server, the next continent, Peak of Glory. PHX are at the top with 7.1 billion. Look very powerful. Phoenix Rising, I think I've heard of them before. I think they are pretty impressive, if I'm not mistaken. If you are watching and you haven't done so already, please do add your Evony ID into the chat so that I can share that with Evony. Also, do help support the channel by liking this video. It's as simple as that. That is all you need to do to support this channel, which will help YouTube share my channel out to the other Evony players who may be the other Evony gamers that may be interested in watching my content. Okay, let's go to the next one, which is King of Conquest 7, server 773 to 1001. EMO look very strong, actually, when you consider they got 6.6 million. And the second one got 5.1 million. So they look very strong on C2, is it we're on? C2? C3 is what we are on. And these are the top 64 all the way down, going all the way to the last team, which is Killing Machine, KM1 from server 778. The next one is Pride of God. This is the Continent 4, server 1002 to 1281. THE are at the top, and they look very strong, don't they? Server 1070, and they are heavy in the scoring. I think that's the highest one we've seen, actually, 7.2 million. We can see Sparta are in second place, 1127, with 5.8 million. And then if we go down to Brilliant Star, I've already looked at them. This is the one that I will be streaming from today. I'm not sure who I will be the spectator of, so that will be very interesting to have a look. But you can see, again, scores are quite decent on here as well. We've got quite a few over the 3 million. In 64th place was RIP, Rest in Peace. They were the ones that made that last one. 3.4 million were the scores for them. So that is who will be taking part in today's Battle of Chalons. Let's also just have a quick one as well. Quick one on my website, because it's important. I need to share it. I'm trying all the time to get this up and running. I'm just going to add it very quickly so that we can jump over to that. Let's go in and let's go to... Let me go. You're going to see a black screen very quickly while I just choose the right page for this. There we go. topgamestrategies.com is what you need to go to. I am working on this all the time. And if you go into the games, you will see I broke it down all by games. Going to Evony, you will see the guide index at the top. You'll have the Beginner to Pro series, which will be 1 to 50 episodes on here as well. Hope you get to see PAR playing C5. Keep my fingers crossed, because I'll be honest with you, I just said give me anyone from C5. So incidentally, if you do want me to stream them for the semi-finals and finals next week, then do obviously let me know. PAR, I will keep my eyes out for them in how they do, and you never know, it could genuinely be today who they're in. So this is the website, this is the start here. I've got all my videos on there, beginner guides, heroes, generals. So if we have a look at Lafayette, who was yesterday's general, I'm actually breaking them down with a table of contents that you can see there as well. Also with some tables of the stats and different things going on there as well. So yeah, this is topgamestrategies.com. It's a website I'm working on all the time in the background. I will be adding things like Creators Corner. I will be adding Request a Guide. There will be a community. There will be forum. There will be chat. There will be a lot of things going on with this. I'm really, really going for a big community-driven mobile strategy gamer website. That is the plan. Let's go back over to Evony now, because that is the important thing for today, which is there. There we go. What I'm going to do, we've got, how long have we got left? 8 minutes. I'm just going to go and get a freshen up, and then we should be back with the 14th edition of Battle of Chalons. Okay, we are back. We are live. We are ready. There is not many people in the room at the moment, which is pretty cool. Well, it isn't pretty cool, but it will certainly pick up as the stream starts. Again, if you are just joining, please do let me know in the comments who you are following. Again, I'm not 100% sure on who will be the streaming alliance that I am spectating today. So we will keep our fingers crossed. How long have we got? We've got 4 minutes to go until we are there. If you are watching, please do share your ID in the chats. Not massive rewards from the world of Evony, but it is better than nothing. So it's definitely worth doing it for those rewards. 100 runestone chests, a couple of speed ups. I'm not sure. It's not great. That's all I'll say. It's not great, but it's still worth doing as well. Okay, so let's have one more check on who is taking part today in the continent that I am streaming. I am streaming C5, which is Brilliant Star server 1282 to 1662. NFL just killing stuff, 5.9 million. They were the top scorers in C5. TGT Theria, 5.4 million. They are from server 1401. Sagan's Empire, 5.4 million. We've got Saints and Sinners, Princess at War, Drunk and Chaotic. I'm not going to shout all of them out, but you will be able to see all of them as I go through down to the top 64 that have qualified. You are probably noticing some of the more popular alliances if you are a big avid fan on this. Sandeep, hi, welcome to the stream, mate. And that is not translating. No, it isn't, unfortunately. Sadly, I can't read that. I do have that ID, though. There's the first one of the day, 177291995. I will be sharing that with Evony for some rewards. Del Devils is the ID. Let's continue going down. Del Devils, it's the number. Your Evony ID number is what I need, which incidentally I can show you on here because I'm right here. Just go into your profile icon, go into the detail, and it's that one there, the 262235793 to share your ID. Okay, how many minutes we go? We've got 2 minutes to go. This is where we have to keep our fingers crossed that Evony have done the job properly and they have made me a spectator of someone in today's battle. There's been a few times. It's normally sorted out quite quick when it isn't. But I would much prefer that it is good from the beginning because I like to see who is actually taking part in the battle that I will be streaming. So there will be 4 teams in today's battle. I will be the spectator of one of those, and then I'd go to the 4 corners of the map so that we can see in those first 5 minutes before the battle starts who is playing. 7 people watching. Sandeep, that is the idea that I need, mate. That is the one that I'll be adding. If you are just joining, do help support the channel by liking this particular video, liking this particular stream. It does help YouTube. I'm struggling actually a little bit with YouTube and picking up all the subs all the time. But for some unknown reason, even though the click-through rate and all of that is pretty decent, there is still a struggle in terms of them sharing my videos with the Evony community. So liking this will help me in that. Okay, 1 minute to go. This is where I may have to log in and log back out, so you may see a blank screen while I'm doing that. But literally what I need to do is go into the world map. When I go into the world map, it should automatically take me to the alliance that I am streaming. He says, he hopes. I'm looking at that time very religiously. It's 2 o'clock. Shall we see what the chances are of me jumping in straight away and seeing something straight away? Not happened yet. So I think what I will do is I will jump straight out of this now. So you are going to see a blank screen just while I load that back up. Let's get that done now. Sometimes this does work. This is sometimes the fix. If you are just joining, you will see a black screen while I'm just trying to load this in. Okay. So 8 people watching the chat again. Got 2 IDs in the chat, so there's another 6 potential that can be in there for me to add to Evony. Let me just close that down because I don't need that. And this is, again, where we are keeping the fingers crossed. Please keep your fingers crossed as I go into the world map. And there you go. How cool is that? I am in there. Someone shouted PAR, and you're not going to believe it, mate. I'm actually the spectator of PAR. There you go. Hope you get to see PAR play in C5. You have got your wish, because that is who I am streaming. Okay, so there's a lot of things being shared in the chat, but what I like to do very quickly is go to the battlefield map and go to all 4 corners of the globe as we have a look. This is WOE. We can see there is a couple of 44s, a 46 we can see in there as well. I say 46, that's obviously the level of the Lord, I believe. I'm not sure. Okay, so there's only a few joined in from there. Let's continue having a look at the rest of them. We've got WOE. I can see this is AOW. There's a level 46 in there. We've got 44s. We've got 42s, 44s, 46s. AOW, they look pretty strong. We may be moving our hive, is what Daisy said in the chat. I will go to the chat in a moment, but we've still got 2 more to have a look at. Let's go over to this corner and have a look at COC. And COC 47, I can see there. Again, it's all going to be strong people, isn't it? In this particular battle. That is what we're going to have. We always do. And then lastly, it should be, of course, PAR, which is the alliance that I will be streaming today. And PAR, some beautiful looking castles, as you would expect at these levels. 11 people watching. Please do help support the channel. Simple like on this stream. That is all you got to do. Okay, where else have we got? Or who else have we got? 48 over here, this guy. Burnt Oak, I say 48.7 billion. So looking very strong indeed as well from there. So how many minutes have we got to go? 2 minutes is all we've got. Let's have a look actually at the battlefield map. We can see WOE have 12 people already joined. AOW have 15. COC have 19. And PAR also have 19 as well. 10 people watching the stream. Really appreciate your support. And we are literally 1.5 minutes away. Okay, Jim, Burn, let me just see that again. Jim, Burn and Daisy are the ones to watch. Actually, I didn't have a look at the chat, did I? Let's go and have a look at what they are saying. Let's have a look what we got. We're 51 seconds away, so they are sharing all of the coordinates in here. We don't want someone else getting those points. WOE is the squishiest. Lovely comment there from Daisy. We've got other things being sent. 25 portals is needed, so be ready to hear Jim saying move hive. I'm assuming you're all on Discord, PAR. That's what I'm assuming, that everyone is on there. And I really hope that now I am part of the PAR, that they get through and I can stream them all the way, because I do like to stick with the same people. So those are what is being shared in the comments. We're 12 seconds away. Let's get straight underway with this battle. Good luck to everyone that is taking part. Let's play Battle of Chalons Season 14. Okay, so this is where everyone is going to zoom straight away. This is the bit where I've got to go into the battlefield map and see lots of green icons, which I can see over here. So this is where this is going to be going. Woe is huge, is the comment that is being said there. So that is something to keep an eye on. Where are the battles? This is the one that I need to do. I need to get ready for as soon as an alliance war is started. Chris Thomas is being shared. It's going to be one of those. There's no point checking the scores at this stage, but I will check them fairly early just to see who is doing what. Someone stole someone's seat. This is going to be interesting. I'm really excited about today's battle. It's been a long time since I've done something like this, and I can also see we've got Alliance Wars already going on. It's going against this 18.1 billion guy from WOE. 18 billion, and did he move? I think he did. Let's go over to the next one. This is against level 41 North. Oh, I've missed it. I've got to be so quick. Honestly, so quick. I'm so impressed with how quick people set rallies. And that's only because I'm jealous and I can't do it myself, to be perfectly honest. So let's wait for the next one to jump in and see some of these breakdowns, these burns, these huge, incredible castles that are being destroyed. We've got the next one shared by Daisy, and it's actually Daisy herself. So they are going to obviously be doing a lot of reinforcement there. 28.3 billion. Look at this. Everything is already going. It's already going mental. Let me also have a look at any wars that are being started. Haven't had one for a while, actually, from PAR. I will go and check the scores very, very soon. I just want to see if we can jump into a battle and see some burning done by PAR at the moment. It looks like Yuck could be the person that people are considering going after. No, it's not. Yuck is actually part of the PAR alliance. PAR decided to move on that one. That's probably a good, wise idea. This is so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you want to be getting involved in the rallies, but also at the same time, you're also a target. So this is what makes things very, very difficult. Early scores. Shall we have a look? Let's do it. So we have WOE are on 8,800, AOW 17,900, Calm or Carnage COC 7,900, and Daisy is the top scorer, as PAR are also the top scorers with 30,000 points already. That is very impressive and a very nice start indeed from them. Okay, let's continue looking. I will be watching all the time for those rallies to start so that I can jump onto them very, very quickly. If you have just joined the stream, please do help support the channel by liking this particular video. Live stream. And also make sure you add your Evony ID as well so that I can share that with Evony as well. Okay, nothing going on at the moment. I'm just double checking the chat because for some unknown reason it's disappeared off my screen, which is a little bit random. Just bear with me. There we go. I've got my chat back. Okay. Right. What are we doing? We are still... Black Old Sun's not happy. Black Old Sun. Is that a song by Soundgarden? I think it is. I reckon that's the thing behind that. Look at this PAR. So many burning castles. So many people jumping and moving, and it's just really, really crazy. Sorry, I'm late. What did I miss? Not much, but I am sharing PAR today. Daisy is one of the big people over here, so she is always sharing all of the people that need reinforcing. And actually, if we do check on the score detail again, there you go. WOE apparently are the biggest, one of the biggest alliances in this. So PAR and WOE are the early pace setters in this one as well. It's cross rain time rallies. It's cross rain time. Rallies will come in quick. Jumping should be done. Absolutely. And it is incredible. One of the things I always find incredible of this, because I'm not in a big, massive, huge alliance. We've got a couple of players that are pretty decent, but nothing where 18.1 billions are just being burnt for fun is what I will say. So yeah, this is just a lot of reinforcements going on with the PAR alliance, as mentioned, and that is very important at the beginning. 6 likes on the video. Thank you so much. That is going to help, genuinely going to help. WOE is dangerous. They look dangerous. And again, I don't know what these people were at the beginning, but I can see they would have been big castles, and there is a lot of burning going on over here. And I'm assuming when we go on to the score detail, we're going to see WOE and PAR pulling away and sort of having a battle between ourselves. Our last BOC is against WOE, and it'd be interesting to know, Sandeep, how did that go? Did you manage to do anything against them? ID 809444279. That is sent by Uncle Ron, which means I will share that with Evony. You should also do the same thing. Small rewards, but everything counts. 7 likes on the particular battle. Let's go. Move the Hive is what is the new request from Black Old Sun. Shared coordinates. That is probably a good idea in terms of moving the Hive because there's a lot of burning going on, and I would assume it's WOE who are doing the burning on PAR, because I guess that's what you got to do. Take out your competitor from the beginning could be the idea. So there's still a lot of reinforcements going on with PAR. That is what they are doing at the moment. It's very difficult to get involved with all the different rallies, especially if you are the target. Score detail. How quick is this changing? PAR are back in first place. It really is going to be, it looks like at this early stage, a very strong battle between PAR, WOE. Let's have a quick look on who has turned up, not the scores. We've got 16 from WOE. PAR have had 23, so potentially there's still another 9 people from WOE to come. Those teleports are also going down quickly. COC actually only got 8 left of their 40, so they could also be sitting ducks very, very soon. And we can see that the Hive is moving. So they are going all the way over here by the Battlefield Hospital. Let's jump over to there and see exactly what is going on and see if they can get some rallies going. Jim is sharing his coordinates. Is Jim the target? He may be a target. 46. I can't click on him because everything is there. I've got to be much quicker at doing that. 58 billion is Jim. And Jim has started an alliance war against Rocky again. Look how quick that went. Look how quick. We lost it there. Is there in ID chats? We will look. Where are we going? So that was really, really quick in terms of the battle. I haven't actually been able to... Are you oh, I thought for a second my mouse was down, but it's fine. Okay. So Jim, 58 billion still, 56.9 billion. So they sort of scratched the surface, didn't they, on that? He started another alliance war against Morton Soulgirl. Let's see if I can be quicker this time. 17.6 billion was the power. And I'm assuming that is someone who has moved because I'm unable to click on them. So it looks like she got away with that and moved in time. Still nothing going on in terms of a rally. Let's go back into the 143,000 Parabellum PAR doing very well. Warriors of Evony WOE are on 130,000. And then in third place, COC Carmel Carnage on 83,000, and then AOW Art of War 76,000. Jim is top, 23,000 PAR. Same with Daisy, 22,000. AOW Fury 20,000. Rocky 2.0 20,000. Just Slim in fifth place. Chris Thomas, Steamy, Burnt Oak, Grandpa, Henry. We've got B3S, Siphon Black 01, Hodge, and then we've got Biggs Daddy. Or Biggs Addy, sorry, Wiki, we've got Canal, we've got Death, we've got Free Guy, Saku, Red, and then I will just scroll down all of the other ones for you to look at very, very quickly indeed. We will spend a little bit more time on the scores as we get into them, but at the moment, a very, very good start by the PAR Alliance, which, just to let you know, is the alliance that I am spectator for today. Couldn't get my words out there. Okay, so what is going on? There's another alliance war that was quite a while ago. Let's just refresh them scores. We can see again. Look at that. It's just a battle between these two. Early days. Okay, I'll be back in 30 seconds. Okay, hopefully you are not hearing the fan in the background. I'm currently in the UK and we're sort of, well, I say heat wave. Our heat waves are 31 degrees and we all mouse, basically. But I am genuinely melting in my office. So I've got the fan on in the background. So hopefully not too much interruption from that. Let's go back into seeing what is going on. Is this one I can join in? 19 billion. Big Zaddy is the name that we're saying. 19 billion. Let's have a look at what happens from this particular rally. And 19 billion has become 15.7 billion. So that was a 4 bill drop nearly in that. We've got another one going on straight away. No, not joining in that one. That one's already gone. Let's keep an eye on another one joining. My bet is on WOE. I can't remember actually who I put mine on. We've got Jean Carlos Alvaro has added their ID. So that means I will be sharing that with Evony for some very small rewards. I'm not going to lie to you, they're not great, but they are better than getting nothing. That's 7.8 billion. I'd imagine they won't be surviving if this actually genuinely hits. 7.8 billion. Let's wait and see if it does. Let's have a look. 7.8 billion. Let's wait for that to move. They definitely didn't move in time. 1.7 billion, 6.1 billion drop. That is pretty decent. And the scores go on PAR. I'm officially now a PAR member. 254,000. Server 1606. Second place. Actually, we're seeing a few other ones catch up now because actually WOE, Warriors of Evony, have now gone into 4th place, would you believe? And Carmel Carnage, server 1645, they are definitely also playing some catch-up. Art of War also playing some catch-up, 232. So this is definitely a very good battle between 4 very strong, very good alliances. We've got another one going on. Is that one gone? Yes, it has. That one's gone as well. Score detail. Actually, it's not score detail I wanted to look at this time. Battlefield map. PAR, 24 members. COC, still got 4 more to join. AOW, 7 more to join. WOE have 9 more to join. But if you may have noticed, COC only have 1 teleport left. So COC genuinely could be sitting ducks for people to go after. And you may find there's a lot of focus going on that very, very soon. So I'm going to stay with the chat on PAR, especially as that is happening. Gavenci, 13.1 billion. I did click on that. Why did you not go? There we go. This is a WOE member, and they've already jumped. So they are avoiding any potential rally doing there. Quiet Assassin is the next one. 16.5 billion, again from WOE. The reinforcements are going in. 16.5 billion. Let's wait and see what the drop in power actually is on that one. 8.8 billion, so nearly half them in terms with that rally going on there. Let's have a look. Any more rallies going quickly? I will have a look at that COC teleport issue in a moment. Hope no one got... Do you know what? I don't actually know what happened with them construction speed-ups. I genuinely need to see this because I only saw it this morning. So I actually did use all of my construction speed up. So a little bit more information on that, just so I can go and check what's actually happened, because it's quite potential. There's a strong potential I did. That's all I'm saying. And if there is something gone on, then I need to check that out and get it sorted ASAP. Okay. Score detail. 309. Pulling away a little bit. Parabellum. But AOW, Art of War, in second place. Third place COC, 4th place WOE. Jim, 60,000 is in first. Fury for AOW, 58,000. And AOW B3S, 56,000. So again, very strong battle. Jim is setting a lot of these alliance battles. There are a lot of these rallies, should I say, that are going on. We haven't had one for a while. Shall we have a look at the teleport situation? Because I did say COC were almost sitting ducks, and they've now got 4. So there's a little bit of a saviour. Where are you taking me to? I didn't tell you to go over there. Let's go over to... Oh, that one's already ended. Let's go back onto that battlefield map. Go back over to the PAR Alliance. So, yeah, I do need to check what's going on with the speed-ups, because I've seen a few people mention it, and I am the kind of person that will have got done over by the construction speed ups. It sounds like something I'm going to not enjoy looking at. So that might make for something kind of an additional video, which I don't really want to do. Okay, 12 people watching, 7 likes. Do please also drop your ID in the chat so that I can share that with Evony. You may already have noticed in the chat we have quite a few already shared. And like I say, that likes on this particular live video really does help me out. Really struggling, as I mentioned at the beginning, with my videos being shared to Evony gamers. I've got 7,900 subs. I'm gaining 50 or 60 subs a week. But for some unknown reason, they're only sharing my videos at the moment to 300, 400 people, which is not good. I got the message from RR5 early, so we all don't use any speed ups, waiting for it to get resolved. Level 43 rally spot was 13k days in speed ups. Then the game asked for 29. I'm going to have been done over because I just went straight in and just completed everything. So that is not good. I need to go and check that out. Because it sounds like I'll have been done over. Do let me know if you've managed to get anything from customer support. You got 660 30-day in speed ups back. A drop in the bucket. I need to have a look at this because I definitely will have been done over. Score detail. Where are we at? 360. Art of War 328. 258 for Warriors of Evony. COC Calm or Carnage 226. This one is a reinforcement that we're looking at right now. Check there, 5.7 billion. So that is probably not going to be very good if this does land. Has it already landed? It may have. 2.4 billion, 3 billion drop in that one. Daisy is also being shared. Let's go and have a look at their power. 27.3 billion. Let's hope, keep fingers crossed, that nothing happens too damaging to Daisy. She's one of the main people in the PAR Alliance that I was told earlier in chat. 27.3 billion. We can see it's been sped up as we speak. And 27.3 billion. Still not seeing anything. Maybe that was a scout actually that came through there and not actually a rally. Still checking what is going on here. 26.6 billion, so something landed, but it didn't really do too much. Started an alliance war against Blaze. That one has already gone. Not quick enough for that one. Let's have a look at Eduardo, who is also sharing their chords in chat. 4.3 billion. Always a difficult one when it's the 4.3 billion, in my opinion. Daisy and Jim run the alliance as a couple, and what a really good alliance they are running, because they are doing very well. Score detail is always changing. 258, 363. In fact, Art of War are actually coming back into this game. Simon, I've got that ID. I will share that with Evony. Yeah, this is really turning into a battle. Originally, PAR was saying in the chat that WOE looked like the competition, but actually it's now turning out to be AOW. 363,000 scores for them. PAR, Jim, first place, 77,000. Fury is in second with 74,000 for AOW. Burnt Oak, 69,000. And then B3S, 66. And then Daisy, part of the duo, on 52,000. Let's scroll down a few more of these scores. Do keep a lookout for anyone you are looking out for in particular. While I'm doing this, this is a good opportunity to throw a like on this particular live stream and also drop your Evony ID into the chat. Quiet Assassin, 31st place. We've got Roman, 35th. Shout out a few as we go down. Grey Lady, 43rd for PAR. Sir McSquizzy in 46. RMS, oh no, sorry, they disappeared. RMS is good in 50th. Black Honey in 52nd. Black Old Sun is 55. I'm tempted to sing the song, but I won't. Gavenchi in 57th. Ibrahim in 60th. Also 65th. How many people have we got in total? We are now at 81 out of a possible 100 people that could be joining. Let's go and have a look who hasn't turned up. And it's WOE. 8 of their members haven't turned up at the moment. AOW, who are in second place still have another 6 to turn up. COC have another 3. PAR, just the one person who hasn't made it yet. Has that changed anything in the scores? Not really. WOE are really struggling in third place, and so are Calm or Carnage in fourth. And the battle at this moment, and we do know how quick this can change, 448 PAR, 424 AOW. This could change very quickly all the time. How many minutes are we into the battle? 26 minutes and 33 seconds, if you want to be exact. So let's have a look at this. Jim has started one against Grandpa Henry, 9.9 billion. Let's have a look if this one lands against COC. And let's actually look, 9.9 billion. But what I do want to do is, again, oh, the teleports are all back, so that's not a problem. Okay, I missed and completely clicked off him. So now I'm not going to see what actually happened. We've got another one being shared over here, which is a 41. Maybe that's a solo attempt in reference to that one. Okay. And this is what your map is looking like. And you can actually see they've actually changed where they have gone again. So let's go over to here. They've changed their hive. Although all of a sudden it doesn't want me to click on anything. So let me try that again. There we go. It worked this time. And this is where PAR now are. 15 people watching. Thank you for supporting the stream. Really do appreciate it. If you are just joining, there are your scores. Parabellum 476, Art of War 448, 316 for Warriors of Evony, and Carmel Carnage in fourth place with 249. Jim has started an alliance war against Sheriff, but that one will have already gone. 18 seconds is too slow to be jumping on to a rally that's been set, which to me still blows my mind. It would be really interesting to know in the chat, how quick do you guys set rallies? Level 43 Hodge. This is another potential. What have we got? 4.1 billion. So that will probably be damaging unless he or she moves from that particular space. Okay, I'm really scared now to look at my speed ups later on. So now that I found out about the speed up issue, I had 3 builds going on. Some of them are over 5,000 days. I just clicked complete. I didn't realize there was an issue. I just clicked complete. So it could be a very interesting Evony video that I can make and see what the new customer service is like, because it doesn't sound like they are very good in what they are offering in return. 1.3 billion, that was a drop. Archangel, is the next one. And the detail on there, 618.9 million. We don't need to worry about them. They are zeroed. We've got another alliance war against a 21.8 billion WOE member. Detail, 21.8 billion. Let's see what happens. 5 to 10 seconds, depending on marching with no timer. 5 to 10 seconds. I wouldn't even be able to click on the buttons that quick, and I think that's just my age. I really do. 47. I say it's my age. I'm obviously not old, but I'm a lot slower than many of the Evony players that play this game very seriously. 8.7 billion is the new one on there. We've got one going against Cat, but again, look at that, 38 seconds. There's no point clicking on that. That has gone. Battlefield map. Anyone else joined? We've got another WOE member. I'm not sure if that's going to make a difference to them. Thomas is the next one, 21.7 billion. And it's covered the chords because it's not letting me click on it, which is useless. And that will have gone. Now let's go to Jatta. That is WOE. I can see him. No, that one didn't go ahead. We've got medical tents being shared. That's another thing I always forget about this, is you can, of course, heal in this if you are quick enough to those tents. And at this point, I am just going to go and grab a drink of water. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Okay, it's official. I've got to turn the fan up because I am literally dying in this heat over here. I'm not very good with heat. Very, very poor when it is hot. And I am definitely struggling. How many people have viewed today's stream? 122, which isn't too bad at all. 13 people currently watching. What is going on? Let's have a look. Let's go and see. Jim has started one against Sheriff, but that was 23 seconds ago. That will have already gone. Okay, the scores update. 661 PAR look like they are doing really well. There's a slight comeback from Warriors of Evony, who are now on 408. Art of War are on 556,000, which isn't too bad at all. And we are seeing lots of burning castles everywhere, which is something I've never got on the game. I've always just had the standard Evony castles, nothing spectacular for me. Let's also continue on this. Do you know what would be so cool? If they had something on Evony where you could just go and check what is going on around the Battle of Chalons. So like live updates from other ones as well. That would be so cool, but it doesn't happen. It's not a problem. Okay, the next one is against MO 22.9 billion. AOW member. The reinforcements are going in, but that rally looked like it landed very quickly. 22.9 billion. They teleported actually. So I'm not 100% sure whether that actually landed. We can see quite a few of the AOWs and seeing some, again, burning castles going on there. Started an alliance war against Blaze. That one's gone because I was too slow. And Momo came back actually. Let's click on you and just see if anything genuinely did happen. 22.9 billion. No, they ported and then ported straight back. Still waiting for another rally to be set by PAR. Nothing happening at the moment. And score details, let's just keep an eye on that. 652 playing, 575 playing, 412, 261. Okay, let's go back to this one. This is a WOE member trying to hide, although they've already ported, so they know they are not getting hits. And we will wait for the next one. Who else got done over yesterday by the speed ups? Let me know in the comments. And let me know how successful you were with the customer support, which is something I'm going to be doing later on myself today. Okay, another one going on here. This is a 7.8 billion. Oh, okay, so they're going after the Battlefield Hospital. They're trying to go and zoom in here as quick as they can. Look at how fast this is going to come now. I'm sure they're all trying to do it. WOE. COC were the ones that took it, although it's still going on. Who's going to take it? PAR. Jim has now got it. And is PAR going to keep hold of it? I would imagine so. It looks like they've timed it to perfection. And I think they did. Now here comes the zoom out straight away as quick as you possibly can. So well done to PAR on doing that one. What else have we got? Let's wait for another rally to start. Score detail for those that have only just joined in. And here we go. Blaze is the now new person that's being attacked. K40. No, I always say K41, but it's not a K41. It's a level 41 Monarch. Blaze. 10.2 billion. How much did that hit? We took off 3.8 billion testing my maths there. He says with primary school maths. What else have we got going on? We've got more coordinates being shared. Okay, so they jumped. This is the next one that's being shared. This is another WOE member. That's going to be a solo, isn't it? 5.7 billion. Let's check out that quickly. Did they move in time? It doesn't look like 5.6 billion. So actually that attack, if it was a solo attack, didn't do very well at all. So they've obviously got some decent stats. And maybe they are also doing very well on the scores, which we haven't looked at for a while. Jim is in first place, 144,000. Burnt Oak second, 139. Fury V AOW 128. B3S 123. Daisy is still holding on to the top 5 with 87,000, and then I will just slowly go down the rest of them for you to be looking out for who you are supporting. Is anyone supporting a different alliance from PAR? That would also be interesting to know as well. Let's continue down. Shout out some different people this time. Avi in 42nd for PAR. We've got North for 48th place. Crumble Crim 51. We've got Bong Cloud 57. Not sure what that means. G Plant 61. Torts in 64. Eliza 67. Oh, I went a little bit quick there. You wouldn't have seen anything on there. Elena in 74. How many people have we got? We've got the 84 people. 16 people have not made it so far to today's battle, and 6 of them are from WOE and AOW, who are both in third and second. WOE in third, AOW in second. So how long have we had in this battle? We have had 38 minutes so far. WOE is who Sandeep is supporting, and they may be coming back. I'm not sure. Let me just go back. Oh, clicking back, thinking that's going to take me back to where the PAR alliance is, and they are not there because I'm only a spectator. Okay, let's have a look at what is going on. Grey Lady has shared some. So Big Zaddy is a preference for a rally. 1.6 billion. That's got to be a solo or something. Has already landed. Maybe they were sharing it because they were next to the PAR alliance, but I can't imagine they're going to be doing too much with 1.6 billion left in power. 2.6 billion. Maybe they are healing a march in prep to take some people down, which it looks like that's what they were doing. PAR went after Ran. 1.1 billion, so I'm not sure if there was a big power decrease in that one, but there may have been. Avi, let's have a look. Big Zaddy has moved now, so they've gone. Solo, please, for this one, which I can't click on. Let's go over across to this one, which is an AOW member, and their power is 20.3 billion. I'm not sure if there's going to be a rally set against this one, so we will watch and see if there is. Nothing going at the moment on this one. It looks like we're going after Momo again, which I clicked on, and that is gone. It's funny, actually, because it said 8 seconds ago, and I was watching that, and it definitely took longer than 8 seconds to show me that was going on. I still wish, as a spectator, I could jump into battle reports. It's the one thing that is definitely missing from live streams are the battle reports, but there's not much you can do about that. I have messaged Evony before. Nothing has been done, but I will message them again to say this would be something that is pretty useful for the content creator. Daisy, 19.1 billion. Let's have a look at this. I'm assuming that rally's already gone. It may have already taken some of the power off them. If you are joining, or if you've only just joined and you haven't shared your ID in chat, then please do that for me so that I can share those with Evony and get you some rewards. Daisy, 19.1 billion. It's still 19.1 billion, so that is fine. Xeon is sharing. Mozarek is the one that's being shared. Detail, 2.6 billion. Obviously trying to get their troops back quickly. 2.6 billion. And did they manage to survive? Let's have a look. Still says 2.6 billion. I'm not sure. There you go. They're ported. They moved away. As quick as 17 people watching. Do please like this stream. Do help me out. Support me on the channel. And also do leave your own ID as well. That's the highest peak number we've had. So let's have a look at the score details for you very quickly. We can see Parabellum PAR 781 is in first place, AOW on 703,000, Art of War. In third place is Warriors of Evony, who were tipped to do okay in this particular battle on 454,000. And then Carmore Carnage may have given up the race completely because it doesn't look like their score has increased for quite a while. So they may have just accepted that fourth, and this battle is just too much for them. In the scores, we can see Burnt Oak and Jim are having their own little battle there. There's only 300 scores between them. We can see Furies in third, B3S fourth, Daisy in fifth. We've got in sixth place, Steamy 69, Just Slim in seventh, ATC in eighth. Ninth is Tomahawk, 10th is 01. And then I will scroll down slowly so that you can see all of the other people on here. Noob, that is, nowadays rallies are so quick. And jumping into this very quickly, all the different scores. Not going to shout anyone out this time. Just going to give you a chance to read who you are supporting. Do let me know in the chat who you are supporting, if you're actually supporting someone in particular. I just can't believe how hot it is, honestly. What we got is all members of WOE joined. I will actually have a look at that for you in a moment. Are you expecting everyone from WOE to join? That's the interesting part. Are you expecting a full turnout? Because when I was looking at them before, there was 6 people missing. And we can see actually there's only one more person that has joined since, and it wasn't from WOE. 19 members, AOW 20, COC 22, PAR 24. I will leave it on the scores while I go and sort out a few things in the background. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Okay, we are back. If you have just joined, I will do a quick rundown of the scores very quickly before we jump into some rallies. Score detail, first is 863 for PAR, AOW in second 785, WOE on 464. A little bit of a change in the score for COC, but they look like they have given up the race. The top 20 is what I'm going to show you in scores quickly so I can get back to the battles that are going on. And that is the top 20 for you. In terms of who have turned up, we are at 24 for PAR, COC 22, AOW 20, WOE on 19. We have played 45 minutes of the battle. Let's go straight back over to the team that I am the spectator of, which is PAR. Jim has shared his chords and it didn't let me click on them. Let me just go actually onto the battlefield map and see where PAR are, and this is where they are all gathered at the moment. Jim 46, let's have a look. 41.8 billion is Jim's score. let's continue with this. I can see a few more people teleporting in. There's a lot of teleporting away, teleporting back, which is understandable in a battle like this. Interesting. Just a little question here. What would also is something also that I could potentially do on these live streams. I won't do it now because I'd need to double check with Evony, but I can also go and check other people's battles out by jumping into their live stream on this live stream. I don't know if I'm allowed, but it's something that might be an idea for going forward, so that we can catch up on a few others that are also going on, because sometimes the battle can be a little bit quiet. It feels like it's quietening down on this one as the people, you know, it gets to that stage, doesn't it, after an hour? A lot of people are either zeroed or no longer taking part, and that is something that makes it a little bit slow for the last hour. So maybe a score catch-up across the world of Evony and the other streams is something that could be an idea going forward. Again, I would need to make sure that that is something that I'm allowed to do, because I'm not 100% sure if I would be allowed. Okay, let's have a look what we've got going on here. Sheriff, that was set. Level 44, they look like they are on their own. 5.2 billion. Not sure if anyone is considering going after them. Doesn't look like it. Let's go back over to this. There is a... Oh, no, that one's already gone. That was against Guild Dreamer. And that one is already gone. We've got Wiki being shared. They're going after a tent. That is why they are being shared. And what is their detail? 9.2 billion. I think you'd have to be pretty quick to go after them if you was planning to hit them. But maybe it was more a case of sharing that there is a medical tent there available. If I click onto that, it doesn't tell me anything about them. Again, another thing, I'm going to make Evony make these live streams for spectators perfect. I'm going to say, we need this, we need this, we need this, and then hopefully there will be some better things we can do. Because we haven't had, and I'm just going to have a quick look in the comments actually, we haven't had no battle reports shared, which is obviously not ideal. Just having a look, see if we can see any at all. We haven't. That is the only thing missing. That is the number one thing for me that I want, is battle reports as a spectator. So you can see there at the top, that is what I am. Let's go to this one. That is someone who's already burning, so with no worries on that one. 1.1 billion. They were by a portal. In terms of portals, everyone is pretty much safe, actually. 36 for WOE, 24 for AOW, COC 35, PAR 28. And that may be down to the fact that there's not as many people that are now taking part. In terms of the team scores, PAR 909,000 doing really well. Art of War 818, WOE 484, Calm or Carnage is on 294. I'll ask Daisy if she isn't busy to share some. That would be amazing. Yeah, definitely. It would be useful just to see a few battle reports, see what we're getting in terms of people's buffs. Something a little bit different from the norm that is going on. So much appreciated if you can do that. 15 people watching, 7 likes on the live stream. Please do help support the channel. Like this particular live if you wouldn't mind. And also at the same time, do share your own Evony ID so that you can get some rewards. And if you don't know where your Evony ID is, go into your profile icon, go into your detail, and you can see there it is with that scrolling going across it. I'm just going to... Actually, no, I don't want to do that, do I? So there's your ID anyway. It is next to your profile on Monarch Detail. So do share your Evony ID as well. Let's go back into the battle. And let's go back right away to the PAR Hive and on this particular battle. Shared coordinates, what we got? Nothing that we can go after. It looks like that one is a 0. Although I say that, it looks like they also ported away. So maybe they weren't hit at all on there as well. Okay, let's go. What shall we do now? I'm running out of things to do. There is the current scores. 15 people watching, 9 likes. Appreciate that. There's an extra 2 there. I have noticed that. I appreciate that. So thank you very much for that. Do also let me know in the comments if you know what is going on around the world of Battle of Chalons today. There are obviously different battles going on across all the different portals. And if I was an Evony developer, I would make Battle of Chalons show me live scores in here, because that would be so cool if I could just go into all of these and see what is going on in all of the different battles. My alliance is in 8th. I don't know if that actually, that's obviously from the previous scores. Okay, so yeah, that's another one that I want shared. 14 people watching. Let's go back into this. Hit him is the request for this also, who seems to be 1.3 billion. I'd imagine they're pretty much all done. Let's go back to the Hive and see what is going on there. Let me just click on that one first. That was Saku. They are burning 3 billion, so there's definitely something in there. And they have now ported away as well. Battlefield map, straight back over to here. And there's not many now gathered. Oh, there's not as many as there was before. That's what I'll say in reference to the people that are playing for PAR. Shared a battle report. Elena has shared one. That is for the Scouts. I was getting really excited then. But this is someone's AOW Guild Dreamer. And this is what they've got in there. We'll go and have a look if anything's done. How many T1 troops and stuff have they got? 275, 2 billion T1s is how many is in that. Defense is 1, Daisy. Okay, so Daisy got the message, and I appreciate that. Thank you. So this is a defend from Daisy. This was a 4.9 billion on an 18.8 billion. Oh, this is for RMS. Okay, sorry, I'm reading completely wrong. RMS. And we can see, actually, it was a solo. 1.2 billion was taken down, and there was some reinforcements in there as well. Troop buff for RMS. There you can see all of the different buffs going on there as well. Pretty decent in reference to what was going on. Actually, some decent buffs from the attack as well, from AOW as well. So that is pretty cool. And a pretty decent defense as well. Let's have a look what else we got. That was also good. Yeah, that was the one we'd already seen, wasn't it? So anyway, yeah, I appreciate that. Very, very cool of Daisy to do that for me as well. We've got another scout report going on. Is there much going on in the score details? Let's see if anyone is deciding to make a late comeback. I can actually say AOW and PAR, not much in it really, 100,000, especially with still over an hour to go. I don't know if AOW are going to try and push for first place. Jim is in first place for PAR alongside Burn. Oku is in second. Fury V third for AOW. B3S fourth. Daisy in fifth, who has shared some battle reports. Appreciate that. Steamy in sixth. ATC seventh. Tomahawk in eighth. Just Slim ninth. Big Zaddy in 10th. Slow scroll down the rest for you to have a look and find the people you are supporting. Then we'll jump back into some rallies. In fact, actually, I'm just going to jump off this very quickly because I could see in the background that Daisy was having a lot being sent to her, and I'm not going to jump on in time. I wish it would stop clicking on people. 20.2 billion. So I'm assuming some reinforcements going on there. Just waiting to see if anything else is happening. 20.2 billion. This must be the rally that's coming down now. Some more reinforcements going in, and 20.2 billion, 24.7. Looks like it was a big focused attack. 18.2 billion was the drop on that, so that was some decent defending by the looks of it. It looked like there was more than one. 11.7. So actually, it was quite a big drop. Actually, 13 billion in power, which is over triple what my whole power is. Shared a battle report that is for the portal. Let's continue going down. Let's see what we've got on here. We've got a defenses one from Jim. Let's go and have a look at this one. This was a 38.8 billion taking on a 33.4 billion. And we can actually see 1.6 billion was taken off Jim. Fury with a 4.4 billion taken off them. Troop buffs, this is going to be interesting, isn't it? There are your troop buffs that you can see, and I always like to see the debuffs because I genuinely am so impressed with it's my biggest focus that I'm trying to do with my K39, and it's something that's a little bit different, a little bit difficult to get those buffs, but I'm always interested in seeing the bigger people's buffs on here. Aid has shared their ID. I will take that ID, give it to Evony, get you some rewards. So if you haven't already shared your ID, then please do that. Only heal marches for rallies. Just having a look if anything else has been shared. No, although Daisy has been zeroed. 1.9 billion, so that was definitely a focus going on there. Only heal marches for rallies and reinforcing. So that was a big attack going on with that one. Let me go on to the score. Has it made much difference to the score? 70,000 is now the difference between Parabellum and Art of War. Warriors of Evony 517, Calm or Carnage 303. And that is your scores, bringing you up to date. One tap is the request for this sheriff. I'm assuming that's probably 4.2 billion is the current power of these. 18 people. I don't have 18 IDs in the chat. So remember, if you haven't done it already, do it now and get those IDs in. Yes, it is small rewards. Yes, it is still worth it. Why not? Okay, what else have we got going on? Let's go. While we've got 19 people on here, let me just show you and bring you up to date with the scores. 994,000 for Parabellum, 923,000 Art of War. Warriors of Evony 518, Calm or Carnage on 305. And these are your individual scores for the top 20. That is what I will do before I jump back in to the rallies being set. So there is your top 20. Alliance War, Sheriff, that one will have already gone. We've got Jatta has been shared now, 44. This is a 2.4 billion, so there's going to be a solo attack. And let's have a look. 1.1 billion, sorry, is the new score for them. So there's a 1.4 billion drop on that as well. Have we got anything else being shared? We've got the same things being shared in there. I just want to see, actually, if it was 1 billion. No drop in that. Battlefield map, who has turned up? Nothing has actually changed. PIR, 24 people playing. For COC, 22 people playing. AOW, 20 people playing. WOE, 19. That is where I'm going to leave it. I will be back in 30 seconds, but I will leave the scores up for you to have a look. Okay, let's get back into this and see exactly what's going on. First thing I'm going to do is check. Guys, do not hit AOW is a message being shared by Daisy. I'm assuming, though, it's getting to that stage now. We've got less than an hour to go. So there is definitely going to be a kind of protection going on the scores as well. You sort of don't want to be giving scores away, is the assumption for that particular message. Score detail, 1 million PAR. They've hit the million. Well done to them. That is pretty impressive. AOW, Art of War, server 1575929. Warriors of Evony, 529. Carmel Carnage, haven't really been playing for quite a while. They are on 308,000. I can see 10 likes. Hit the double figures for the likes on this particular stream. Very much appreciated. If you haven't done that, then please consider doing that and supporting the channel. I'm having a little bit of a problem with the algorithms for some unknown reason. Not really sure what's going on, but my videos aren't being shared fully to the Evony community. Okay, also don't forget to put your ID in. You may notice in the chat we've got a few IDs in there. Rewards are small, but they're still worth it. And actually I can just see, as I said that, an ID has been shared, so that is what I will share with Evony as well. Okay, let's come back off this. Let's have a look at what's going on. And this is the PAR Alliance. This is who I am the spectator of today. And you can see some of the big castles in there, including Jim, who has been setting some of these rallies, 33 billion. We've also got Burnt Oak there as well, 45.2 billion. So some very strong people in this alliance that I am the spectator of. We've also got people sharing what and how to do things. So they're saying a ground attack against Grandpa Henry. Detail 2.3 billion is the score there. Mimi has shared their ID. So that is another one that I will share with Evony. Let's have a look at this particular one, 1.8 billion. I'd imagine they are going to be taken down with that, but we will wait. 1.5 billion. So not too bad. Oh, there we go. We wait for the burning castle, and there is the burning castle. Okay, medical tents are being shared. How quick are people going after these medical tents? I can imagine they're going after them really, really quickly. I've never actually played Battle of Chalons. I've got to say, honestly, myself very much, and that is down to many factors. But it's one of those that I think it's a decent event for Evony in reference an alliance battle. I do like the thought of that, and it's something that maybe I will consider in the future getting involved with. Morton Salt Girl, let's go over to them. WOE, their power is 3.5 billion. Apologies, I'm going to be coughing in the background. I can honestly say 2 hours of talking is hard. Genuinely, I've only been doing this now for, what, 14 months that I've been streaming. And I do definitely give a lot of credit to the people that do this all the time. It's something that I'm trying to do myself. I do really want to get involved with the mobile strategy community. And also, that was the wrong button that I selected. That wasn't where I wanted to go. I wanted to go score detail. Just to see if Art of War are coming back, and they are not. So what I do want to show you very quickly is, let me just go over to my scenes. I'm doing this on OBS. OBS is where I am working on here. Tiba website, this is where we're going. Okay, top game strategies. Just going to share this very quickly with you. This is a website that I'm building solely by myself. And it's going to be sharing all of the guides for all of the mobile strategy games, all the main ones. And I'll be adding to it all the time. It is my number... Sorry. It is my number one project. Let me just show you how this is working at the moment. So this is your homepage. You will get all of the standard stuff you see on the homepage. But let me just take you to games. Let me take you to Evony, and let me show you the breakdown of what I'm doing on here. There's going to be a guide index. There's going to be a beginner to pro 50 episodes. I'm going to add to that. We're going to have the best starting points, latest updates. It's a site that I'm currently working on as I speak, and it would be awesome to get your support on this. It is something that is... I actually made a previous site, empirebuildacademy.com, but the restrictions I had on that were really, really difficult. You can also see Lafayette. I added that to there yesterday. I will show you what that looks like in a minute. But also, there is also... You can see other things on here as well. Community forum. There's going to be a community chat. There's going to be a creators corner where you can request guides, create guides, all of this kind of stuff. Lots of interesting things That is topgamestrategies.com. Not fully launched, but getting very, very close. Let's go back over to the game and see what is going on. This is the important thing. I'm losing where everything is on OBS. And let's go back into the score detail. And are we getting anything interesting? We're not. We're sort of staying with where everything is now, aren't we? We're PAR 1020. The scores aren't really changing too much. Art of War 940,000. We've got Warriors of Evony on 543. Art of War, did I mention them? COC I'm mentioning next, isn't it? Carmore Carnage is the next one. Mimi, I can see now that we have 4 IDs shared, and that is perfectly fine. If you want to share your friends or your teammates' IDs as well, then please do that, because I am happy to share all of them. Let's go over to this one. Let me have a look at this. This is Escape. We don't need to really jump into the Escape, so I won't have a look at that. Appreciate that, Sandeep. It really does mean a lot. It's something I'm really working on. I'm really passionate and proud about what I'm going to build. Honestly, it's going to get better by the time. There's another Mimi ID being shared. Honestly, guys, follow their lead and do the same. Share 5, 6, 10. I don't care. It's a little bit of typing for me to do at the end of the live stream to share those with Evony. Let's go back to the score detail and have a look at the individual scores and see if there's anything changing. It is Jim and Burnt Oak having their own little private battle, although Fury V has always been hanging around in the background. We've got B3S in 4th, Daisy in 5th. We've got Steamy in 6th, ATC 7, Tomahawk 8, Big Zaddy in 9, and Just Slim in 10. And then I'm just going to slowly scroll down and shout out names I haven't mentioned. Cat in 15. Alien in 17. We've got Siphon Black in 22nd. We've got WR in 26. Morton Salt Girl in 29. I can still see those IDs coming in. Please keep them coming. And we've got Saku in 32. We've got Rocky 2.0 in 36. We've got Eduardo in 39. May have shouted that one out before. Yuck in 42nd. Phoenix 44. Castle R in 49. We've got Alex in 53. We've got Slap in 56. We've got RC Flyer 62nd. CRJ 64th. We've got Morazek in 68th. We've got Zork in 71. Wolf in 76, and these are the people that are making up the numbers at the bottom. And people always say that my stat on 166 points finished in last did really, really poor, but do you know what? They qualified for this particular battle, and that is the key part here. I would love to be in Meister's position in 86 and getting whatever rewards it is from this. And these are the rewards that you can see that are available. We can see the total ranking rewards. We've got the round rewards, so you've got the top first. These are the personal scores, and then we've got the top 2 ones as well. You can see the difference in their top 3, top 4. Players can receive extra rewards based on their personal scores only from 1 to 500, and then total ranking rewards. This is what you are getting for the Major League if you are in that. Just going to scroll down very quickly. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Loving all these IDs coming in. You're making my job difficult. Please keep doing it. Please keep doing it. These are the different rewards. And like I say, I'm not going to show you all of them, but it's sort of just to give you an idea as to the kind of rewards that you get for being involved in Battle of Chalons. I'm not sure, but I also think that the All-Star Battlefield may be starting soon as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think we are underway with that starting. 16 people. Do what everyone is doing. Share all these IDs. Mimi is making my job difficult, and I really, really appreciate that. So keep doing it. Make my job difficult. Share all of those IDs in there. It looks like Mimi's either A, got a very big farm, or B, she's sharing every Alliance teammate. Either way, it's pretty cool. Let's go here. This is the PAR Hive. They've moved it a few times. We can see Jim. Let's have a look at this. Daisy is sharing Meister R45. detail is 21 billion. So maybe some scores going after there. Pretty much straight after Chalons, it's All Stars. I thought so. I genuinely thought that because I seen something the other day and I was like, it's like a couple of months between the two, isn't it? So All Stars is another one that I really do enjoy getting involved with. It makes the big whales pay for more speed. I've seen it the last time. I really did. And they bring out a general that is useful for All-Star Battlefield to spend absolute fortunes. You know, one of the things I'm really scared of is this speed up bug. I don't even know. I actually, while it's a little bit quiet, I'm just going to jump onto there very quickly because I did speed up everything yesterday. My question is, I don't know how to know if I've been done over. So one of the things that I did upgrade yesterday was my victory column, and I used all the speeds on that. But my problem is I'm not going to know, am I really, if what I've done. So if someone can just guide me through very quickly, I will jump back onto Battle of Chalons, but I'm not sure at all how I check what I've been done over with using the speed ups. What I do know is the victory column to take it to level 7 yesterday took 5,900 in terms of days for speed up. So it's 5,900 days. I'm not 100% sure what I've got in speed ups left, but I'm assuming, in fact, actually, can we see? I'm assuming this is going to have hurt, isn't it? It really is. Let me just go into an upgrade very quickly. I'm just going to do this. 341 days. I don't want to do that. So yeah, anyway, what I'm saying is I've spent a lot of speed ups. I've heard people have had an issue with this speed up bug that happened yesterday, and I feel that I probably will have had the same issue myself. I just wasn't aware of it. So if I've lost out on a load of speed ups, it really will be good to know. Score detail, where are we at? We're having a battle on for first place. PAR Parabellum 1074, Art of War 1040. We are down to just 34,000 difference in the scores. WOE Warriors of Evony are on 589. Calm or Carnage are on 322. I'm doing some hand movements in the background thinking you guys can all see this. You genuinely can't. But it is a very decent battle that is now going on between these two. And I'm just going to jump straight back onto it to see if there's much difference. 34,000. It's definitely something we need to keep an eye on. I'm just going to go back over here. I've seen battle reports. That was a scout. Let's just see if we've got anything else being shared in here. Nothing for the moment, but I will do it because there's a lot of things going on in the 1 minute, 2 minutes. So there's a lot of things going on in here. Points, Pontos close points. There we go. I've just learned how to say that in Spanish, I am assuming. Pontos close. And we continue down. So, yeah, this is definitely getting a very, very tight battle between first and second. If you are just joining, 11 people watching, let me show you those scores and how much they are changing. 42,000, so a little bit of a stretch from Parabellum. Looks like Warriors of Evony have realised they are not going to be involved today. Their score is going very slow. Same with Calm or Carnage. They're not really... I guess you get when you get to a certain stage where nothing is really happening, you might as well just give it up for another battle another day. Battlefield map. WOE, 22 people have joined now. AOW 20, COC 23, PAR 24. Everyone is pretty safe on the old teleport, so that is cool. Look at all this work I've got to do with all the IDs. This is so cool. I think this is probably the most that I've ever had to share with Evony. They'll probably be saying, where have all these IDs come from? I will just say they've come from my lovely members of the Evony community, and I am very happy to share them all. I'm going to give Evony a hard job today. It'll be interesting to see what they say. I don't know if there is anything that they will say to the amount that I'm sharing, but, you know, you can only try these things, can't you? Okay, so it is also server war going on. I don't know how you guys are getting on in server war, but do let me know in the comments if you're having a really good battle. Score detail, where are we at? Is it getting closer? It's almost a 50,000 lead, so PAR are stretching away again. They're sort of saying, you want to try and catch us? We will pull further and further away. Honestly, some awesome rallies must be going on with PAR, with Jim and Burnt Oak. WOE 19 to 22. I don't know if it'll make much of a difference, to be honest. It's all dependent on what of those previous 19, what and where they are. I mean, of course, if 3 super big powers suddenly join the WOE ranks, then that could make a bit of a difference, but we will never know. It could be potentially other people to burn for PAR and AOE. So it's 2 ways you can look at that. Okay, so let me just jump over. How many people? 240 views on today's one, which isn't too bad at all. Like I said, I've been struggling lately with the old algorithms on Evony. Not really sure what's gone on, so I'm sort of trying to build that back up and get that back to the views that I was getting previous. But, you know, it is YouTube. It's the world of YouTube. I'm not 100% sure on it. I've only really been doing this for 13 months, and I'm still learning like I am on Evony all the time. I am going to leave the scores up, and I will be back in 30 seconds. Okay, so how long have we got left on the battle? 41 minutes. Is there going to be much of a change at the end? That is the question we need to ask. And the score detail says incredibly, incredibly close. 9,000 is now the score difference between PAR and AOW. So it really is getting down. 101, yes, still 8,000. The 2 hours of talking has really, really caught up with me. It really has. I've got some hard work to do. I really have. Mimi and Sandeep have made my job very difficult in terms of after the battle with all these different IDs being shared. Let's have a look at what is going on in chat. Shall we see if there's anything that's been shared of relevance? There's quite a lot going on in reference scouting, so it's getting tight, isn't it? It really is getting tight in that old battle on the old scores. And it's one of those I've got to kind of keep an eye on just to see if there is a change. Okay, so they've increased it to 16,000. It's almost like Art of War. Get close, and then Parabellum pull away again. And that's the kind of feel. But again, you know, if I was a betting man, I wouldn't know who is winning this between PAR and AOW, because you're kind of into that part now where pride and wanting to finish in first place sort of takes over. People start healing a lot. And yeah, this is a really, really close battle. Obviously, WOE had another 3 people join. Doesn't look like that it's made much of a difference to their particular battle, although they are comfortably in 3rd place. And COC, Carmel Carnage, they've been out of the battle for quite a while with the odd little score jumping up. In terms of people joining, again, not much of a difference. It was still the same. With PAR, 24 people turned up, only 1 person missing. COC 23, AOW 20, WOE 22. Okay, let's come back off that. Let's have a look at what's going on in chat. Not much. We are down to 38 minutes left on the battle, so certainly plenty of time for things to change, and also for Mimi and Sandeep to add loads more IDs into the chat. Be interesting to know how many do you reckon I've got to add now? I reckon it's probably hitting the 50s maybe. Evony are going to be like, whoa, what happened? Did you have 50 different people that all shared an idea? And I'll be like, yes, I did. So it'll be really interesting to know what is going on with that. COC, I just spotted you, Big Zaddy. What are you jumping over here for? Oh, why did that happen? Let me just go to this battle over here. 18.2 billion. Looks like they've already moved this. Oh, no, they haven't actually. 18.2 billion. 20.3 billion. The attacks are landing. It's probably going to be one of those now, isn't it? It's going to be AOW versus PAR in terms of hitting each other. 10.9 billion. Actually, that was quite a drop. That was a decent attack and probably is going to help them. He's already 20.2 billion, so they've already healed. But either way, that kind of attack is going to help the scores. Oh, look at this. They really are battling, aren't they? 7,000 is the score difference. We haven't had what take that down to 3,000. This is definitely, incidentally, PAR have been pretty much leading from start to finish. They are almost at the point where AOW are taking that lead back. Full heal. People are now asking the questions. What? How? Where? What should I be doing? Because we are definitely at the exciting end of this particular battle. Full heal, 4.9 billion. I was just having a look. His RMS is good. Just having a look at what's going on here. Let's go back to the hive over at PAR and see what's going on there. It does this, doesn't it? Sometimes it just doesn't click on what I'm asking it to do. I'm clicking over here and it's refusing to do that. I don't know why it did that. That's really, really random. Let me try that again. Let's go over to the PAR. There are lots of burning castles. Shall we see if PAR are yet in second place? And the answer is no, because they're now 14,000 ahead. This is a really, really good battle. Fury for AOW, B3S for AOW, and then we've got 3 for PAR, all in the top 5. Although I'm not sure if Daisy's been involved for a while. Although let me actually have a look at Daisy's score, because she was over here, although it doesn't look like she is now. So yeah, this is a really, real strong battle. Heal bullets to join rallies is what is being said by Red. Alliance War started on Momo, 22.9 billion. AOW, it is a battle between the two. 22.9 billion. Let's see the reinforcements go in. Let's see who is going to be joining the rally in reference PAR. Apologies. This is getting really exciting. You can see actually they jumped. Did they jump in time though? That is the question. 22.9 billion. It looks like they did. They decided not to take that rally. So I'm assuming that is a good idea. They've probably already ported back to where they were. Let's continue looking down. Is the score yet in favour? No, it isn't. It's pulling away again. Look at that. They've now 43,000 ahead. Parabellum. Every time AOW get close, Parabellum pull away again. So that is awesome from them. Let's go over to the hive. It's definitely a bug. It doesn't like clicking on some... I can click over here, but it doesn't like clicking on the hive that is over here until I do it a second time. Random bug. There we go. We've got lots of burnt castles going on over here. Burnt Oak, what is their power? 47.2 billion. Jim is on 40 billion. Be interesting to know how much heal speed ups they've spent today on today's battle. Score detail, are they... No, okay, so no change in the scores there. It looks like Parabellum really did have a strong surge there to pull away all over again. Rain Eduardo is the next one. I was just having a look because the cords weren't shared, so I was just seeing if I could see Eduardo over here, but I can see a rally is being set. Stop full healing is what Daisy is saying. That one has disappeared. I guess that is the point, isn't it? You don't want to kind of be healing and then giving more opportunity for points for AOW. So there is AOW 22.9 billion using the teleports to get away. We can see lots of things going on. Phoenix is the next one that is being shared. 18.5 billion. It looks like Phoenix got away in time, did they? 18.5 billion. Yes, they did. Where else are we on the scores? Still not catching up. I really am going to go and sort out my throat. I'll be back in 20 seconds. Do let me know as well in the comments if there's been any sound issues. I'm using a different microphone, so I'm just assuming it's all good. But again, obviously, I'm not listening to the live stream personally myself. So if there has been any issues, I was having an issue before with things cutting out, with bounce on the speech, all of these kind of things. So I've changed the microphone. So hopefully, fingers crossed, also using a bit of different software as well, that there is no more stream issues from the mic. Okay, let's have a look at scores. Is it close yet? No, it is. What we got? 23,000. So again, they're trying to pull back, but again, Parabellum's still just in the lead. It's actually going to be really harsh if Parabellum loses, because if you have just joined in, Parabellum have carried the bat, and carried the bat is an old cricket term from start to finish. They've been there from the beginning, and that is pretty much what Parabellum have done. They have led from start to finish. They've never given up that lead, not that I can remember. So it'd be really harsh if AOW took them at the end. But again, let's have a look at the battle, and we can see 30 minutes and 36 seconds still left. So that is something that you're still going to battle hard, aren't you? You really are still going to battle hard. And with 22,000, there's going to be a lot of healing going on. You can see an alliance war going on against Kojak. As I remember that being a TV series. Was it Kojak? I think it was Kojak. Right, okay. Kojak, let's have a look at yours, 23.3 billion. And let's have a look at the detail when this hits. 23.3 billion. It doesn't look like anything is coming, so maybe that has now decided against that particular rally. Send reinforcements is another thing. Momo is always being the target of a rally. I've seen it actually hit, and now there you go. Momo has finally been caught, guys. Momo, literally jumping all the time. It didn't work this time. They got him, got them. It's done. That is going to make a big difference to the score, I would imagine. 41,000 ahead. I don't even know if those scores have actually... The mic is fine, no lag. Thank you. We've finally done it. We finally fixed it. Finally. I was doing so many streams where at a random point, there would be something going on. So thankfully, It is now good. So appreciate that, Uncle Ron, for letting me know on that. So yeah, Momo has finally been caught. They've been trying to go after them the whole time. Have they healed? No, they haven't. And let's have a look at the scores. 39,000 is still the difference. So I really hope PAR do this. I really do. Sandy, Mike is good. Thank you. That is good to know. I've also bought one. Another thing I'm going to do actually is I'm going to share some tips, some Evony tips. It's you guys that provide them. It's me that shares them. And what I'm going to do on the short side of thing is I'm just going to share quick tips every single day that can help you out, give people advice. Again, it's going to help alongside the Top Game Strategies website as well, which is something that I'm building. But yeah, there's a lot I want to do over the next couple of months. So that is something else you can look out for as well, especially if you are new to the game. Score detail from a personal point of view. Jim 301, now nearly 50,000 ahead of Burnt Oak. Fury V on 251. B3S 219. Daisy 157. Steamy 69 on 125. ATC is on 115,000. Tomahawk is on 98,000. Wiki on 87. Big Zaddy on 85. And that is the top 10 for you. I normally shout out all the top scores, the whole scores that are going on the game. I'm not going to do that today because the throat said no, basically. So I'm just going to scroll down all of these nice and quickly. We're getting to the end on all of the different battles. So if you have been watching on the other ones as well, then hopefully everyone has had a really good battle to be involved with. 34,000 is the difference in the scores. I will double check that one again in a moment. We've got 27 minutes left on the battle. So still plenty of time for AOW to catch PAR. I can actually see we now have 90 people in the room. In the battle. And that is another member for WOE. COC have also got 23, PAR 24. AOW, 5 people haven't turned up and they're still giving a good old-fashioned fight to the end on this battle, but I don't think it's going to be enough. 35,000 is the difference. Phoenix is being shared. AOW, 42. Detail 16.8 billion, so this has got to be a rally. My friend is on 30. That's very good for them. Hopefully they'll get some decent rewards from Evony on that. And we can see this has landed 16.8 billion. And they jumped. I don't know if they jumped in time. I think they did. 16.8 billion. That was one of those right down to the last second. They was probably asking for a few reinforcements. B3S has come over here. Maybe they was going to do some kind of jump between them. Oh, no. Oh, okay. So they were going after B3S as well. 10.9 billion. We've got another. Is that another one? No. Okay. I was wondering if there's going to be another Alliance War on Phoenix. Score detail. We're going to have any late drama? Don't think we are. 29,000 is the difference. Don't think there's going to be any late drama. And it is going to be literally first to last. Sorry, in first place from beginning to end. Battlefield map. Let's go back over to the Hive. Why does it do that? That is so random. Random bugs. But now you're going to let me click on it. There you go. Okay, so anything going on in Alliance chat? We haven't had anything shared from a battle report for a while, so I'll just go have a little scout, see if there's anything going on. Momo has been the target of a few rallies today. They've finally been caught. Just scrolling down all of the different ones on here. Doesn't say that there's anything. Let's come back off that. Let's go straight back onto it and see. B3S 10.9 billion was the last time we checked them. Are they going to consider going after them? Maybe. A few points on offer. 10.9 billion. Started actually an alliance war on the Real Deal, who's 26.2 billion. Real Deal, 26.2 billion. The reinforcements are coming in quick and fast. I don't think they were fast enough, though, in my honest opinion. 26.2 billion. Took 4 billion off them, so maybe did okay, actually. Maybe. I'm not sure. Wait for the score detail to... Oh, God. 7,000 is the difference. So I don't think they did do very well on that one. 7,000 is the difference. Don't throw it away. 6,000 is the difference. Honestly, if they throw this away at the end, they've come so far. There's the medical tents being shared. The last battle was against Real Deal. Heal Siege, please, is what Daisy is shouting in the comments. 8,000. Small or big is what the question is for now. We've got to start. We've got this one going on. This is a 30.1 billion they're going after. This is one of those that can go two ways, isn't it? Either a really, really good defense. You can see all the reinforcements going in quick. This could bring the scores much closer together, or it can push them further away. Let's see what happens on this particular battle. 30.1 billion. The reinforcements are going in. Just have a look at the score detail. Okay, they've pulled away again. They're really good at that. I've got to say, PAR are really good. 20 people watching. I will shout out the scores. But literally, PAR and AOW have been having a battle from the very beginning in this one. It looks like that alliance battle may have been cancelled, I think. Score detail, 1316. So, yeah, they do it all the time. 29,000 is the lead. They get really, really close, Art of War, and you think, oh, they're going to snatch this. And then PAR do their business and pull away again. Let's keep an eye on what is going on in the chat because, of course, we want to make sure that we're keeping an eye on any reinforcements, any rallies being set. Just Slim is I'm assuming this is going to be a portal when the game catches up with itself, which it hasn't. Daisy is sharing Morton Salt Girl. WOE, that looks like another successful battle because they are burning. Score detail is that push them away even further. Sometimes it takes a while for them to catch up with the scores. 1316 1287. 16 people watching. I am just going to go back over to the Hive, which it doesn't like me doing first time, but it did this time randomly. Jim, what is Jim's battle power? 41.6 billion. And Burnt Oak, these two have literally been full strength pretty much all the way through. 48.1 billion. And actually, because of that, the points have gone between the two of them, 326 and 267. So that is nearly 600,000 scores just between the two of them, actually, on that particular scoreline. On the individual scores, Fury has 261 and B3S look like they're two biggest players for AOW, but you can see that AOW and PAR are the top 8 with a couple there for WOE in 9th and 10th. Any more battles? Oh god, clicked the wrong button. PC. Let's have a look. Meister is the next one. COC 2.5 billion. Don't really think there's much going on there. Certainly not going to give much in terms of points. The next one that's being shared is Sammy. All these points are going to add up now, aren't they? All these little solo points. And it looks like that is what the plan is to find any kind of points at all. The next one is Jas. And that is also someone else that is potentially burning. I didn't get to see them in time. But it is, isn't it? Daisy is now sending one for WOE. They are going after anyone and everyone now to get all of these last points in. Actually, battlefield map on the COC are sitting ducks, so they can't go anywhere. The rest of them all have enough ports to move away. Again, actually, let me check that score detail out because, again, it's only 20,000. It really is. Honestly, it's going to be one of those, isn't it? It's going to be a last-minute winner from AOW. I hope it isn't, because I've been with PAR from the very beginning, but it's just one of those. You feel like the pressure just never gone away. It's 2-1, 2-2, 2-1, 2-2, 2-1, 2, and then literally at the last second, Lionel Messi is going to pop up in the World Cup and score a last-minute goal for AOW. These are WOE that I'm looking at. I don't need to look at them. Next one. Okay, so there was a rally or something going on with this one over here. 3.5 billion. Is the scores getting any closer? They are 17,000. But if you have joined this late, what tends to happen is Art of War, AOW, get closer, and then PAR tend to pull away. And that's kind of how the battle has gone from the beginning to the end. Is there going to be late drama, though? That's the point. I won't talk football, but I have been watching the World Cup, and of course I am supporting England, and we do have Mexico at the weekend, so fingers crossed for that one. If you are following the World Cup, good luck to you, all of your teams out there as well. It's been a pretty decent event, actually. We were originally going to be having an earlier kickoff because of some storm threat in Mexico, but but now that has been pushed back, and it's going to be the original time. But good luck to everyone in the World Cup. Score detail, is this getting closer? 22,000. 22,000, getting quite close. I'm going to leave those scores up, and I'll be back in a moment. Yep, England is 1 a.m. Monday morning, which is going to be a late one for all of us. I will be watching it at home with the family. I do know that the pubs are allowed open till 5 o'clock, so there's going to be a few people in the morning not going to work, I would imagine. Okay, where are we with this particular battle? Let's first of all go over to the battlefield map. COC are definitely out of the game. They haven't had any ports for a while. I was doing that thing where it locks me to click over here first, click back over to here, and then click over here. How very random that is. Okay, there's a rally. I'm gonna jump on it quick. Kojak, you're being caught. 22.1 billion. Are there reinforcements going in? I'm not going to look at the scores until after this particular rally's gone, and then we'll have a little shock to see what's going on. 22.1 billion, 17.1 billion. So there was some decent reinforcements going in there. Don't know if that's made a difference to the score. 29,000 is the lead for PAR. So again, still doing their job. 10.8 billion. There was actually quite a bit of a drop in that particular one. If we have a look at the AOW all the way around, we're seeing a lot of burning castles. WOE are also mixed in with these as well. Daisy is sharing cords for Hodge. And if you are joining late, we were told that the AOW, no, not AOW, the PAR Alliance is actually run by a couple, which is Jim and Daisy, who are in 1st and 5th respectively, which is pretty decent as well. 33,000 is the score difference. How long have we got left? 14 minutes is the final scores final minutes left of this particular battle. We've got to kill AOW, is what Black Hole Sun is saying. Jim, is he the target of anything? 42 billion. I mean, if you got to make decisions now, whether you are PAR or whether you are AOW. Decisions do now need to be made. RMS is good. I don't even have troops, is what the guy brings me together. This is where drinking some water. One moment. Okay. This is getting really, really tense. 13 minutes. Let's have a look if they are going to try and pull back. There's still 32,000 difference. So it really does need some late drama. What have we got going on in here? Tax 1, battle report. What was this? This was 1.4 billion versus 1.6 billion. Not much in difference there in terms of the power between the two of them. And that was a final 0 for Alex. Jim is sharing his own chords. Don't know if that's in preparation for a rally or in preparation for some reinforcements. I'm assuming, looking at this, I can't see a rally going on, so I'm assuming there is a rally going on, actually. This is against a 30.4 billion WOE CAS they're going after, which was what the top scorer, actually, for WOE. So we will see what happens in this 30.4 billion. Let's see what happens. 30.4 billion has become 23.8. So 6.2 billion, which has now become 19.7. 16.3, going down all the time. Are other people, are AOW members looking at this thinking they could jump in as well? So, I'm not sure if AOW and WOE are helping each other. Genuinely, I don't know, because they seem very close together. I'm not sure if there's some help going on from there. Cat, another one going on against Cat, 30.4 billion. Was that the one we was just on? Yes, it is. Have they healed completely? No, they haven't. 16.3 billion, but they are going after the 0 element, 10.4 billion. So that is going down all the time. So it looks like Cat is going to be, and there you go. They are zeroed. They are out of the game. Score detail, 72,000 clear. So really pulling away again, PAR. And especially as we have 11 minutes we have left on the battle. So getting very close. If you are just joining and you haven't shared your Evony ID, then please do so in the chat. And also 14 likes on this particular live stream. I'm genuinely having an issue with Evony, with YouTube sharing my videos at the moment. So it'd be really awesome if you can like this and just help me a little bit get back into the algorithm. So if you can help do that, that would be amazing. Cat is burning. The scores are 70,000 difference. I don't see any late drama in this particular battle. Battlefield map. Let's go back over to... They do it every time. Look, doesn't matter. Anywhere I click around here. But if I click over here, that's fine. Really, really random bug. Okay, but go on to it in a second time. It's not a problem. What have we got going on? Shared coordinates. Rally up. Do I want more IDs? Do you know what? The question that is a very good question. Yes, because I'm going to test out if Evony actually do send all of the rewards out, and I'll let you know in next week's semis and final, just to see if it genuinely works, because they may come back to me and go, that's too many IDs. But honestly, with how small the rewards are, I'd like to think they wouldn't do that, but we will find out. We can only do that with a load of IDs being shared. So yeah, go for it, Sandeep. Share them. I will send them across, and we will see what happens. Anything else going on? No, we've got quite assassin. They are zeroed, are they? Yes, they are. 1 billion. Any late drama at all? Not at the moment. 71,000. Although I do think it is time to have a look at some of the personal scores. We haven't done that for a while. So I'm not going to shout anyone out, but you can check out who you are following in the detail. We are getting to the last 10 minutes of the battle. Not long to go on this one. Burnt Oak, I just saw him actually port in the background, so he's obviously going after a few solos. They are literally going to finish this off, is what it looks like. It looks like the pressure has finally told for AOW, and there's going to be no more comeback in this particular battle. I'm enjoying your stream from Jamaica. Very good. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hopefully you will join me for the semi-finals and the final next week. That really does mean a lot when you see comments like that. It really does help. 15 likes on the stream as well, so that is pretty cool. Profane Ministries, if you haven't shared your ID, then please do so in the chat so I can share that with Evony. Small rewards, but again, got to take anything you can off Evony. That's the way I see this one. Do let me know in the comments if anyone has had the issue with the speed up bug. I'm not aware of this. I've only found out this in the last 12 hours or so. I've seen some reports in this particular chat as well. And let me know what happened, because I feel that I'm going to be someone who needs to go and have a word with Evony about the issues that are going on as well. Jamaica is a beautiful city. Beautiful country. I have been there. Didn't manage to visit a lot of them, but I am going to tell you a funny story. We was actually getting a lift from the airport in Jamaica to our apartment that we was in, and when we was over there, no word of lie, this is God's honest truth. The guy that picked us up, he picked us up in this like van kind of taxi. And as he's driving down the road, it wasn't the best vehicle, I'll be honest. Cool guy, absolute cool guy. Really, really love the Jamaican people. And as he's driving along, no word of a lie, his window, the driver's window sort of fell off. And he caught it with his hand as it was falling off. And he pulled it back, very, very calm. And he held on to this driver's window for the rest of the journey as though nothing had happened. I honestly, only in Jamaica is what I'm thinking here. So it was so cool, and it will be something that will stick with me for the rest of the time. In England, there would have been panic stations, police cars, everything. Do you know what I mean? People on the phone, but no, in Jamaica, caught it very, very calmly, pulled it back up, and then just continue to drive with one hand for the rest of the journey. How cool was that? WOE are feeding points. Let me go and have a look at this score detail. 1-4-4-3. But don't you think they would date it? All IDs start from 256. Honestly, I genuinely don't know. I really don't. Share the main IDs before you do the alts. Uncle Ron, 100%. That is what I'm going to do. I may leave it a little, maybe a 5-minute period, so that those first ones are in. That's a very, very good point, and that is what I will definitely 100% do. Doesn't look like there's going to be any late drama in this one. We are heading to the final 5 minutes on this particular battle, and I think we're finally done. I think we can say that. It's nearly stretching to 100,000, the scores. So it looks like there is no problem. Score individual scores as well. North from WOE was solo hitting the K46 in AOW. Are we seeing? There's going to be no late drama. It's done. It's done. PAR are going to win this battle, and they fully deserve it, because, as I said, if you are joining late, from start to finish, first all the way, PAR. AOW have definitely put up a good battle. It's been very, very interesting. And Jamaica is a country known for weird experiences. Honestly, it was incredible. It was me, my wife, and the 2 kids in the back, and we were just like, what do you do in this situation? Do you know what I mean? He handled it very well. Honestly, he was so cool with how he did it, and it was just one of those experiences. Yes, you could say that's a little bit dangerous, but it was fine. It was perfectly fine, and something you would never see in another country. Okay, Jim is on 371, Burnt Oak 306, AOW Fury V 271 in third place. Fourth place is going to go to AOW as well with 232. Daisy, part of the couple duo for PAR on 172,000. Cat is on 144. Steamy on 138, ATC on 119, 01 on 113, and then Tomahawk is making the top 10. And I'm just going to slowly head down the rest of the scores so that you can see who you are following on this particular battle. Hope you do join me as well for the semi-finals and the finals next Saturday and Sunday, same time. I will be doing both the semis and the finals, and it'd be awesome to have as many of you as possible for next week's stream. I will continue with PAR for the semi-finals. That is what I'm going to request, so you are aware, and we will keep our fingers crossed for a really good, strong battle for that one as well. And we are getting very close. What are we? We are 3.5 minutes away from the end of this particular battle. These are the final people in today's scores. Where are we going down? I'll go down a little bit quicker so I can keep an eye on the individuals and the team scores as well. 90, we haven't had any difference there. 2 minutes and 50 seconds is the final minutes of this battle. And there is no late drama. I'm going to stop saying that. 106,000. We know there's any late dramas going on with this one. Jim has started an alliance war with Wiki. That alliance war has expired. Free Guy is another one that we're having a look at, which is PAR. So probably calling for some reinforcements, some last-minute reinforcements. Jim has ported across and is helping with that particular reinforcement. 5.1 billion. Are there going to be any? 4.9 billion. So a very good defense, I think, from Free Guy, which is only adding to the score. Congrats to PAR, says Sandeep, and I agree as well. I'll be here to watch PAR D4M. I just scratched the microphone. Don't think that made a difference. 15 likes on this particular live, which is very much appreciated from everyone. I hope you do join me as well for some of the other videos that I make on the channel. Congrats to PAR. Congrats as well to Art of War in second place. Really did put up a strong battle. WOE came in with some late scores to make it to 810,000. COC, Carmel Carmage, 382 in fourth. And we are into the final 1 minute and 30 seconds of the battle. Daisy has shared Grandpa Henry, COC, trying to hide. It was no good because they are burning. 2.3 billion. And have we got any other late shares? I Am Raining You is another one from Black Old Sun. I'm not going to sing it. I promise you, I'm not going to sing the song. But it was a really awesome song by Soundgarden. I don't know if that's the reference, but it is for me. Late, let's have a look. 1483, 102,000 is the difference in the scores. Any late hits going on? We've got a 47, Gavata Todd, 2.3 billion. That could be a last minute zero for there. And we are into the final 30 seconds. First, from beginning to end for PAR. Like I say, if you've enjoyed this stream, then please do consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And also do go and check out my topgamestrategies.com website, which is my new website to replace empirebuildacademy.com. 10 seconds to go on this particular stream. I thank everyone again for being here with me. If you've been with me from beginning to end, then you've done even better than anyone else on this particular stream. It is very difficult to stick with this for 2 hours. But there it is. The battle has ended. The contribution by me is 0 because I was a spectator. We can view all of the results now. There are your final scores. PAR Parabellum, server 1606 in first place with 1,483,426. In second place was server 1575, Art of War, with a score of 1,388,560. And Warriors of Evony, server 1300, 811,557 for them. And then in 4th place, Calm or Carnage, server 1645, with a score of 382,833. And the top 10 is Jim in 1st place with 383,852. Burnt Oak in 2nd with 310,000. Fury, AOW 278,000. B3S, AOW in 232,000. Daisy, PAR 174,000. Cats, 144,000 for WOE, top scorer for them. Steamy 69, PAR 139. ATC 122 in 8th. 113 is the score for 9th. Wiki in 10th. I will go down slowly on the other scores, and while doing that, I just again going to reiterate, I really appreciate everyone, every single person that has been involved in this stream today. It really does mean a lot. There's a few that are big supporters of the channel, so I want to give a big shout out to them as well, and to anyone that has also supported the channel by liking this particular stream. It really does mean a lot. There's a lot going on in the background. Big shouts for topgamestrategies.com. Do go and check that out. There's going to be some big work going on there, including some chat rooms for the individual games that I'm planning to do as well. Yes, this will be a pro member feature, but for £2.99 a month, that is basically to just support the channel and also support me doing that full time as well. So that is it for this particular stream. Do let me know in the comments what you thought of today's stream. Do give me some feedback as well as to anything that I can do different. Maybe whether that's negative or constructive, please throw it at me. 90, we didn't have any more than the 90 people join. I am going to leave the battlefield now. That is the end. What I will do is a highlights video, try and stream this down into a 20-30 minute video for those that haven't seen it. I'll be here next weekend, Profound Ministries. Thank you very much, very much appreciated for that as well. And that is where I'm going to leave it. I will just jump over for those that haven't seen the Top Game Strategies website. Let me just show you what this looks like very quickly on here. And go into the scenes, go into here. This is the Top Game Strategies website. Purely me. There's no one else involved in this. I am building this for the mobile war strategy gamer. There's going to be a lot that's going on this. Let me show you what it looks like from an Evony perspective. This is what you would expect to see. And also, this is going to be mobile. Can't think of the word. This is going to work very well for mobile as well. Beginner to Pro series on there. And just to show you what a guide is going to look like, I did one yesterday for Lafayette. And when you go onto there, you are going to see a table of contents. You will see the relevant video that goes alongside that. And then you will see the breakdown for the individual guide as well. So you will be able to jump into that, see all of these different things. Some people are giving some good ideas on other parts of the features for the website to do as well. So I would also do that as well. And when you go down to the bottom, even some frequently asked questions on each of the different guides. I've been working in the background as to what can really help. You'll get your resources to jump into as well. So jump straight into a beginner's guide as well. There's lots of different things. So do go and check that out. topgamestrategies.com. Lots of different features that are going to go on. Again, I was talking about Creators Corner, which you can go on to as well. You'll be able to create your own guides if you are a pro member. And you will also be able to join in all of the different chat rooms as well. So you can see that here. These are all the different chat rooms that I'm creating for all of the different games, and you'll be able to get involved with those as well. And as I mentioned, I'm not going to hide away from it. Yes, there is a membership, but that membership is only going to cost £2 mobile friendly. That's the one I wanted. Thank you. £2.99 a month for that. And like I say, that is just to support me doing this full time. I'm going to be working on all of the guides, getting all the information from all of you guys. And that is something that I'm really excited to get involved with. So that is topgamestrategies.com. That is where I'm going to leave this particular live stream today. And I will see you in next weekend semi-final at the same time. Thank you very much for joining, and I will see you all very soon.